So being on time is an important trait to have, and it brings many benefits into your life. It's daily that we have somewhere to be, whether that's school, work, appointments, just meeting up with friends. We all have somewhere to be, and we need to be there on time. I wanted to talk about why it's important to be on time, and then some things that you can do to help improve your being on time. So being on time is really important because it reveals integrity. When you say that you're going to be somewhere at a certain time and you're actually there, it shows that you keep your promises and that you're a person to trust, you're full of integrity. It also shows that you're really dependable. People, notice when you're showing up on time, and if you're not continuously showing up 30 minutes late every time you need to be somewhere, they know that they can count on you to meet them at places that they need you to be. Another reason why it's important is because it's a self-confidence builder. You can really show that you can depend on yourself if you're always on time. It shows you got self-confidence. It also shows that you're at your best. So when you are on time to things, it helps that you're just not rushing. You have time in the mornings to get ready for school or to do what you need to do because you're just not rushing through your routine because you have it, you woke up on time, you're getting ready, and you're going to be able to make it on time to where you need to be. It also shows respect to others. You're not having them sit around and wait for you because you're 30 minutes late when you were planning on being at 1 and you're not quite there yet. And then there are some habits of those that were always on time that I wanted to talk about. And this is from a website called Real Simple. And I had a list, and I just took a couple of my favorite points out of that list. And the first thing is that they get up when it's time to get up. So if your alarm goes off at 6 and you need to be somewhere at 8, you wake up at 6 and you're able to get ready, you're able to be there on time, you can plan more for it. But if you just keep hitting the snooze button, it's getting closer and closer to when you need to get there, and you'll be rushing through and you just won't really be there on time, you'll be late. I noticed that I don't get to school at the same time, I get there a little bit later when I sleep in, so it just helps to wake up on time. Another thing that people who are always on time do is that they embrace downtime, and there was a quote that came with it, and it said, part of the psychology of lateness is typically a fear of waiting or being left with nothing to do, and that was from Julie Morgenstern. And so when you embrace downtime, you kind of give yourself a little bit more time to, prepare to go to work or prepare to go to school. It gives you just that extra couple minutes that you don't, have something or somewhere to be. So another thing is that they're immune to just one more thing syndrome. So when you're immune to just one more thing syndrome, you're not trying to fit in just a few more things right before you go, because if you do this, it'll just increase how much later you'll be. Some things take longer than you plan on. And then the last thing I want to talk about was they schedule built-in overflow time. So if you leave gaps in your schedules when you're planning everything out, if you have an unexpected event that comes up, you will still be able to make it to other things on time. And then in conclusion, it's so important to be on time. It really just shows respect for the people around you, and it shows that you can be trusted. It puts you in a really good positive light.